guys for joining. Let's get into the show. How y'all doing? Who we got here? I see my top flights are in the building. Thanks for being here, guys. Sunshine Race, thanks for being here, dear. All right, let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all, I'm chilling. Y'all pardon me for being a little late too. All right, let's get into our first topic. This is a quick pop in that I'm going to share with you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys go. And I may come back one more time. I'm planning to, because it's a lot of stuff we got to talk about, so I'm trying to break it up. Hey, Ferdy, Tulu Taylor. Hi, Nikki P, Cheryl Williams. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the show. All right. So this first video, Mama Joyce is in New York with Kandi, and she's coming out of a restaurant, and she gets flagged down by a news source who asks her how she feels about Kandi and Todd's divorce, and Mama Joyce is speaking. So let's look at it. Shout out to the girls are fighting. Let's go.
How do you feel about Kandi and Todd? I mean, they're getting divorced.
Well, I just feel like all this campus I'm happy.
And we're happy to hear that. We're happy to hear that. Candy, we gotta ask you, Candy, how did you spend Valentine's Day? It was your first Valentine's Day as a single woman.
Oh, I was with well, first of all, I had to work. I had 2 shows that day.
Okay, well, that's a good distraction.
But I took my mom, my cousin April, and my cousin Karan. We all went out to dinner.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Galentine's.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I mean, family time.
Family time. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, how you feeling? You look great.
Thank you. I feel good.
We love that for you. I know you didn't want your mom to come over here, but honestly, as a fan, I felt like your mom was just getting used to Todd. Things were looking good over the last 5 years. That's why I asked Mom, how do you feel? She said, as long as you're happy.
She's been very nice lately.
Okay. Okay. Cute.
Y'all see how Kandi rushed out of there and got her mama, because she know Mama Joyce to say something crazy off the wall, and she don't want that shit in there. TMZ, of course, tracked them down and found out they were at this restaurant. So upon Mama Joyce coming out, she went straight to the cameras, child, and it was asked, how do you feel about them being married? Y'all know it's in the news that it said that Mama Joyce and some of Kandi's other relatives came over to move Todd's things up out of Kandi's main house into the guest house, because you know she can't legally put him out of the house. So I think she feels that he's in the guest house, so I'm within right. That's why I said it might be kind of tricky, and Todd may find a loophole in that and get a little coin up out of you for that one, Kandi. I said it because you got to go by the rules and regulations. Y'all signed a prenup which says he can stay in the house up until a year after, and I think after the divorce is finalized. So that's kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest with Todd. I would just move the fuck out. I would not want to stay somewhere where I'm not wanted. People moving my shit around and people looking at me crazy, and I just wouldn't. If you're in the middle of fighting, I said the same thing about Drew and Ralph. Like, why you want to stay under the same roof when you're going through that type of mess? I wouldn't trust that person, because it's obvious that we don't want to be together. It's a lot of tension. Like, what's to say that this person don't try to do something to you? I don't know. That's just the way my mind works. I would not want to be around somebody that's on that kind of time. But what do y'all think? Let me know. All right. So I was looking at my Instagram, and of course, Michelle ATL, and shout out to her. I love her. She pulled the court documents for Kandi and Todd, and she was reading them. So I'm gonna play a little bit, and I know she doesn't mind. Shout out to her because she did bring it to YouTube streets. It says that let's go ahead and share so y'all can see. Let's go ahead and share, because child, there's some stuff that I didn't even know. There's some stuff I didn't even know what's going on. And y'all know I've been staying on top of this Kandi and Todd thing, but this right here, child, let's get into it. So I said the Kandi Bird's divorce strategy is revealed. According to Michelle ATL, and she said the court documents allege that Kandi Bird stopped using the joint account before litigation, not because Todd Tucker refused to pay, but to reshape the narrative. Meanwhile, there are old clips where Kandi says that Todd paid half of everything. That may be something else that may trip them up, because were you just saying that so that people wouldn't think that Todd was a bum ass nigga that was just staying in your house and just, just riding and you paying everything? Because it's been rumored that Kandi is a sugar mama to her men. So maybe she didn't want that to be the narrative as related to Todd, being that this is who she chose to be her husband, being that Todd did work as a producer on Real Housewives of Atlanta and other shows. chose. Maybe she didn't want him to be seen as just this person who is just, up under her and she's having to pay for everything. But now she's saying he ain't paying for shit. So now it gives that he is this bum ass person that everyone thought that he was. But let's get into what Michelle had to say. Shout out again to Michelle ATL, and let's go.
Also says mother's decision to stop utilizing the joint account was not the result of any refusal by father to contribute, but rather a calculated effort to reshape the narrative in anticipation of litigation. Ooh, y'all remember y'all was saying that Kandi was selling stuff and Kandi was closing restaurants and Kandi was doing all this in anticipation of litigation. And this might be one of the things that she did. She stopped using that account to say that, Todd wasn't paying nothing. Okay. You said Randy wouldn't allow Todd to lie about something like that. Okay. Well, you said roll the clip where Kandi at the reunion saying she can buy every motherfucker here. She did say that. What man would choose not to help financially for his wife and kids? Well, Todd said he didn't do it. Okay. Todd said he was contributing. He said Mama Joyce is laughing. Okay. Anyway, it goes on to say, father shows that he has at all times remained willing and able to provide financial support for the household and the minor children. And that any change in the financial structure was initiated solely by the mother. Now, it's a clip out there of Kandi saying that Todd pays half of everything. There are clips, okay? And y'all know they say that, they might use some of these clips as proof or exhibits, but Kandi has said publicly, just like she's been doing interviews about this divorce, that Todd, paid half of the household. Todd was doing this and Todd was doing that. So I don't know if she was just doing that to, make him seem like he was the man of the house, but if she lied, it's going to make her look bad. He said Todd just said he was contributing, so it depends on who you believe. Exactly. It also says mother's decision to stop.
It was something else she did too.
If y'all married, he ain't got to pay no rent.
Okay. She's got this other part for the court document. Says the court documents are raising eyebrows in the Kandi versus Todd divorce, from birthday parties to the guest house to who's really the primary custodian. I think this is the one where she's talking about Kandi had paid for this luxurious birthday party for their kids, and Todd went and paid for his own party, but refused to give Kandi money to pay for the birthday party for the kids, but instead chose to do one, pay for one of his own, but was complaining about he didn't have money for something. But anyway, my thing is, if you guys are separating, if you guys are headed toward divorce, I mean, it's not anything weird that the other party would want to throw their own birthday party for the child. But these are small kids. I would think that they could swallow their pride and come together and have one birthday party and just be there, suck it up for the sake of the kids being happy, because they don't really understand what's going on. Their kids are young. They just know they love mom and dad. They know they're having a happy moment, a birthday party. They're used to their birthday parties being there with mom and dad. So for dad over here to say, okay, now we're going to throw your birthday party over here, but mom can't come. And then mom is over here throwing a birthday party and dad is not there. It just gives weird energy, right? So let's get into this.
It says, since the petitioner filed her petition for divorce on November 21st, okay, the minor children have had 2 separate birthday parties. Now, she's saying that Todd attended the parties despite the fact that he willfully refused to financially contribute to the expenses of the birthday parties for either child, despite the petitioner's request for financial assistance. I don't know what that's gonna do, because
so he showed up to the fucking parties, but he ain't bring shit and he ain't contribute. Like, you came and got you some cupcakes and fixed you a couple of plates and drank you a few cups of Kool-Aid, but you ain't paid for jack. And y'all know these celebrity birthday parties for their kids be like $10, $15, $20,000, right? So I told y'all, Kandi said that when she filed for divorce, Todd said he won't pay shit. He ain't helping pay the nothing at the house. Even though Kandi's mortgage is already paid, like her house, I hear, is paid off, but there are still expenses that go into the home, even when your home is paid for, right? You still have utilities and other bills and shit like that you have, upkeep of the grounds, because Kandi's got 2 homes, and her yard is kind of huge. But you still got to have the grass cut. You still got to have the lawn done. Somebody's got to come and blow off the sidewalks and shit like that, tend to the to flowers and all types of stuff. Maintaining the home, I think she has a lady that comes and cleans her home. So that also, I don't think Todd cleaning no big ass mansion. So I think they have a cleaning lady. Of course, I know she does have a nanny for the kids full time. That's already been established. So it's given like that shit could be very expensive, and you guys do share 2 kids. So Todd, you should be splitting this shit 50-50. So the fact that you showing up to birthday parties where she gonna spend $10,000-$20,000 on a damn party, and you just pop up and you ain't paid shit, That's a little diabolical, right? Let's see.
I mean, if he the daddy and you the mama, like if you want to throw the party, throw the party. And so Todd was like, you gonna invite half the Atlanta, then go ahead and have your party, but I'm gonna have my party over here. But allegedly, Kandi saying that Todd didn't pay. Okay. Next, it says, since the date of separation, the respondent has been residing in the petitioner's guest house. The property is premarital asset acquired by the petitioner prior to marriage. Todd has been residing in the detached guest house. He has not paid a single expense for the maintenance and upkeep of the home, to include utilities, gas, lawn care, water, pest control, or any fees associated with an alarm system on the property. Now, listen. I know y'all gonna hate me for this, but if y'all married, he ain't gotta pay no rent. Since when do your husband gotta pay rent?
In this situation, under this circumstance, he should definitely pay well, probably not rent, because like I said, the house is paid for, but you should definitely pay towards the utilities, because that shit gotta be expensive. Especially if you're running two houses, probably under the same light bill or whatever, that shit can be high. I can imagine what her light bill would be. Okay. I'm pretty sure she got to keep her property well lit, because I do hear that Kandi's property is not in the best neighborhood, but I'm pretty sure she does have like all these damn lights and shit out there, and she does have a gate that's automatic gate and all this type. She got her stuff is high class up over there. Okay, the grounds, pest control, and all that for two homes plus the property. That shit could be very expensive. So Todd, you file for staying up over there and not paying no shit. And can't be saying that you're staying there just for the kids alone. And even if you are, there's still money that should be paid. If you're going to stay on the property, you should definitely contribute to the financials that's needed. So I get what Kandi is saying. All right. But I do feel like Kandi may catch some backlash in court whenever they do the finalization of this damn divorce. And I feel like Todd's trying to get this money on the back end. He's like, I ain't paying shit. I'm gonna see what I get on the back end. I do feel like that's what he's trying to do. But at the same time, I feel like Kandi may get a pop on the hand for having her people come up in there and removing his shit up out of the house, because that is an illegal eviction and he can sue the fuck out of you for that. So especially when there is paperwork signed saying that he is to stay within a certain amount of time until certain things are resolved. And obviously it's not resolved. Okay. Even though you guys are filing motions, it's still not resolved. Let's continue. This is
if you already paying it. So now all of a sudden, after 11 years, he's supposed to be paying rent. Y'all let me know, because if he wasn't paying rent before, how he gonna pay rent now? It said the respondent has not made a single monetary contribution to the maintenance of the main house for which the party's two minor children reside. The respondent does not serve a primary custodian of the two children, despite the portrayals he has made in social media and print media and through the legal pleadings that he and his counsel have filed in the.
All right, let's pause. I need to take a poll. I want to pick you guys' brain just to see if we're all on the same page. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel, since Kandi and Todd are divorcing and they're now in a separated state. There is a main house, there is a guest house. Do you feel that Todd should pay some type of rent to Kandi, being that he is staying in her home that she owned prior to ever meeting Todd? Okay, that is her property. So do you guys feel that Todd should maybe move completely off the property, get his own apartment, his own place? Or if he's going to stay on the property, should he, this is number one, should he pay Kandi rent? Which then should she just apply it to wherever she needs to? Or do you feel that because he is still listed as her husband and the father of her children, because he is in the guest house, they are going through separation, that he should not owe her any rent to stay there? Okay, let me know, 1 or 2. Do you guys feel that he should not be obligated to paying anything or paying any rent? Put as number 2. Number 1, do you guys think that he should be obligated to pay Kandi rent for staying in her guest house, because that is her property? I would think if you guys are going through this tumultuous situation and you're taking her to court to take her kids away and you're filing all of these motions against her, I feel like you should pack up your shit and like literally move off of the property until this is resolved, and whatever they decide on the back end, if you're entitled to whatever, then you get it then. But being that is her home that she paid for from her hard work, her hard-earned money, I feel that Todd should pack up his things and get him an apartment. If you can afford to go out of the country, go on trips, take women on dates, etc., etc. Throw the kids your own birthday parties. You can definitely afford rent, at least for 1 bedroom, because it's just you, right? I just feel like you should just do that, because I would not want somebody staying. I would feel away if somebody stayed in my property. You ain't paying shit, and I'm paying for everything, and you are able-bodied individual, and I see you out doing what you want to do, and you out tricking money off on other people, but you don't have money to pay where you stay. I would feel away. Let's see. I see some ones. Let me go back to the main page so we can look at this right quick, because I don't want to stay on this too long. All right, let me look at a couple comments, honey, because y'all are sounding off. I said Tiffany, let's start here. Said Tiffany said that he should pay something towards the expenses for sure, definitely. All right, Just a T, please. He said 1. My lady says 1. Rose says 1. Shaquanda hit 1. All right. Cheryl Williams says that he should contribute to the bills. Yeah, 1. Absolutely. So I think we're all on the same page. I definitely agree. Deborah Holder said that Michelle has made it known that she does not care for Kandi, so her opinion to me is personal and not logic. It could be that too. She does not like Kandi. But I did want to play what she was saying, because she did pull the court documents. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to play it for. But in terms of her opinion, she's entitled to it. But ultimately, I'm going to do my own commentary and give my own opinion. And of course, I value you guys' opinion as well. That's why I asked. Darlene Mungum said that he should contribute to the bills. Yes. Pay some rent. Okay. Come on, March baby. March baby said pay some damn rent. All right. Shelly Maddox said pay some rent. Number 1. All right. Trey Kirk said 1. I feel you. All right. Cassandra D says Todd should be paying something towards utilities. Right. Okay. 2 mansions on the property. That's going to be high. Tiffany goes on to say, I don't take care of men, so I'm the wrong person. Me either, girl. Okay. Nah, we not. That's what we're not doing. Darlene put 4 1s. She mean that. I know that's right. They do have a prenup, but it looks like nobody is following the damn prenup. They just kind of doing what they want to do, and that's going to cost them in the end. Darlene said, get the hell out, Todd. They tried to put him out, girl. He went to the guest house. Baby, trying to throw Todd out. Todd said, I shall not be moved, child, like a Negro spiritual in here. Miss Know-It-All said that Todd is such a grifter. I love that. Shelley says 1, pay some bills. 1, I don't take care of men. We here. All right, Tiffany says that this makes me think Kandi always paying for everything. I told y'all it said it, and I ain't the only one that said it. Marlo said it on the show as well, that Kandi is known all over Atlanta as being, y'all remember she said it, that Kandi is known all over Atlanta for being a sugar mama to her men. Said what happened to his bachelor house? I think he sold the one in New York because Kandi had such a problem with him having it there, thinking he was taking women there when he would go to New York to visit. So she stayed on his back about getting rid of that. So I think he's gotten rid of it now. But I do feel like since he's still getting money from the restaurants, like they split it or whatever. I think they still have 2 restaurants open. Todd also has his other stuff. What is it? Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. He has his own shows that he's producing that he says is sold out. I ain't seen nobody go there, but he's bringing in money. So it's diabolical to stay on the property and don't help. Like that shit is crazy. You got 2 kids with this woman. Like Kandi said, you ain't paying for shit. You ain't paying for sports. Like she's paying for it all. That's not fair. Vernetta Evans says that too, because they shouldn't have did that illegal eviction. That's gonna. I keep saying that's gonna sting Kandi in the divorce. I just know it. You can't have your people come and throw his shit out. No matter how mad you get, I don't care if he called you a bitch to your face. You gotta follow the law. You gotta follow the law. That's gonna sting her in the end. I just know it. Said that that is going to bite Kandi hard, and so is her stating that he paid half. It's documented. It's on record. She did say that. Deborah Holder says that I think Todd should pay something because if he was living somewhere else, he would be paying all of that. All right, so let's get on to the next one. Y'all are going off about this topic, honey. I love it. Yes, keep going out, keep talking about it, keep sounding off. We love that here. All right, let's get into this Jada Pinkett and Will Smith lawsuit, $3 million lawsuit where Brother Bilal, which is said to have been a friend to Will Smith for several years. He knows Jada Pinkett as well. He has done several interviews with Tasha K where he spilled their business and talked about walking in on Will Smith getting pounded. Okay. Damn. Getting pounded, child, getting his rear end tore out. Okay. By Tisha Campbell's husband over there. Whoo, child. I said, Lord, let me find out. So yeah, it's been a lot of stuff. He spilled a lot of, when I say a lot of tea. So we're going to get into what's going on here. Brother Bilal, honey, he has filed a $3 million lawsuit. So Jada Pinkett Smith responds to the $3 million lawsuit from Will Smith's former friend, slams allegations as false and part of a continued effort to harass her family. All right. Will Smith's former best friend of 40 years. Ain't that something? A friendship of 40 years, that's something you want to treasure, right? But obviously not, because he's been spilling all of their business. All the shit that he know about them, he's been talking about in interviews. So I don't think that friendship is going to be, fixed. Said that he has sued for $3 million, alleges that Jada Pinkett Smith threatened that he'd end up missing if he didn't stop talking about them. And accusing Will of sleeping with men. Well, we all know what goes on in Hollywood. It's been alleged in several places. Several people have said that they know that Will Smith been out here messing with Dwayne Martin, which is Tisha Campbell Martin's ex-husband. Brother Bilal said he was looking for Will on set. Y'all remember I talked about it, played it over here as well, where he says that he walked in and Will was, getting bent over by Dwayne Martin, and Dwayne was tearing his ass up in there. And I said, oh shit, what? But let's go to read, child, because Jada also I saw in a most recent picture where she said something about he ain't DEAD yet. So I don't know who that message was to. She had on a red hat and on the front of the hat said that he ain't DEAD yet. Like, girl, who you talking about? You can't be walking around with that when this shit here going on, because that could be seen as an indirect threat, right? But let's get into it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. All right, they say Jada Pinkett Smith is formally responding in court to a $3 million lawsuit filed by Bilal Salam, a man who claims that he was once a close friend to Will Smith. Now, according to court documents, Jada is asking a judge to dismiss the lawsuit in its entirety. Now, as previously reported in a previous coverage of the ongoing legal battle involving Will's family, it says that the case stems from allegations that date back to 2021. Now, in the latest filing, it says that Jada argues that the claims made against her are without merit and should not proceed in court. Now, according to the documents, the lawsuit was filed in November of 2025. Bilal Salam is seeking $3 million in damages for intentional infliction of emotional distress. Wow. Now, it says, however, Jada maintains that the case is baseless and legally insufficient. Now, in court filings, Jada Smith directly addressed the lawsuit brought by Bilal Salam. She is asking the court to throw out the complaint entirely. Specifically, her legal team argues that the claim lacked factual support and legal standing. Now, said that the Girls Trip star, which is Jada, says that all of Bilal's claims were false, uncorroborated, and made to generate attention as part of an ongoing public campaign to harass her directly as well as her family. I don't know, y'all. We already know that Jada and Will are swingers, and like I said, it's been rumored for a very long time that Will was into men. I mean, when people say that shit for a long time, or when a lot of people say it, sometimes it's some truth to it. I'm not saying that I saw the shit, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I believe it, sometimes I don't. I don't know. I like you, Will, but I mean, if you like getting bent over, you do. Who was that other guy? What's the guy name that's telling on all the damn celebrities? I can't remember his name, but anyway, so a lot of these people are getting exposed, and he is a friend of 40 years to Will Smith, and a lot of things I'm sure he's seen working very closely with Will, but he did say, and he said he swore to God that he walked in a door where Will was in the room with Dwayne Martin, and they was literally getting busy, where he was getting like plowed behind him, and he said he was just so like blown away by seeing this going on, because he didn't know this was happening. He said that it was like meat slapping and everything. I said, oh shit, like they were really going in. But what do you think about this? Do you guys think there's any merit to this $3 million lawsuit that he has filed? Like I said, he did a whole interview with Tasha K, saying that this is what he's seen, and he's talked about Jada threatening his life and all types of things. It's crazy. But you do know that Jada and Will are said to be swingers in Hollywood, and I mean that's not a secret, right? We've been knowing about that shit. But hey, maybe Jada just doesn't want people in her business. She's like, hey, throw this shit out. We already know it is what it is. Will and Jada have already said that they have no plans to divorce, that they're just, I guess, gonna stay together and be miserable. Will, you do what you do, I do what I do. We come together and do everybody shit. I don't know. Let's move on though. All right. So housewives from a housewife, let's get into it. That's so nasty. Oh my God. All right, so Sweet Tea is back, honey, throwing shade at the girls over there at Married to Medicine. Now, she is very good friends with Simone, and I think she also hangs out with Contessa and her husband as well. But she has thrown some shade towards the girls there. Some people were asking her about, does she keep up with the girls, or does she see or still see it for the girls on Married to Medicine? Let's let her tell you. All right, so Married to Medicine, Letitia Sweet Tea Lunsford says she's working on elevating since her departure from the show. Now, my question is, are you planning to come back next season? Being that Kawhi don't have a storyline, that would be a great time to you and Dr. G come on back, since you are back to baby planning again. Since we just saw in the other video, she did say she was going back to the doctor and she's doing everything to start with the IVF process to start trying to have a baby again. At one point, she had taken a little break because it was a toll on her, but now she's back to doing that. That could be a great storyline for you, especially if you do get pregnant during the season of the show. That would be great, right? That'd be a good watch. But let's go ahead and get into what she had to say. Again, shout out to our housewife from Hollywood.
It's me on the show. Child, I don't miss them for sure. I do not miss them. I miss some people, but majority of the people I just can't. I'm actually trying to elevate and grow, and I feel like I'm growing in so much love, and I don't need the negativity and the fakeness. I'm past that in my life. Said miss me on the show. Child, I don't miss them for sure. I do not miss them. I miss some people, but majority of the people I just can't. I'm actually trying to elevate and grow, and I feel like I'm growing in so much love, and I don't need the negativity and the fakeness. I'm past that in my life. Said
you gotta have tough skin to be on these shows, though, especially Married to Medicine, because those girls over there are like, right? Especially Heavenly, baby. To film with her, you gotta it's gotta be an act of God, honey, where you can get on there, put on your tough skin, and just get through it. Because Heavenly was like cutthroat. I ain't lying. I was like, damn, girl, why are you so rough and stuff with your damn Afro puffs, damn Lady Rage on that bitch. But I want to see Sweet Tea back on the show. She gotta get a tougher backbone. You got to work on your reads. I told her that too. You got to work on your reads, girl. You got to work on your reads. Maybe you hang out with me a little bit. So you can work on them reads. You got to be able to have some clapbacks when you with these girls, because you just don't know when a bitch gonna come out and just read you. So you got to be able to dish it back. I feel like that's one of the things that was a stumbling block for her when she was on the show before. Like Kawhi was just firing off on her, and she was just sitting there like. And I was like, girl, I need you to clap back, girl. If you're gonna be on this show, you gotta, okay. But I don't know. Again, I would like to see her on the show. It would be refreshing to see her and Dr. G back. They are Married to Medicine, right? Unlike Kawhi. But yes, let's move along. Let's get into our last topic. Okay, we haven't talked about this person in a little while, but he is definitely y'all know he is doing his big one. He's like a prime minister or something like that. Shyne, rapper Shyne. I told y'all back in the day I had such a crush on Shyne. That used to be Bad Boy, the rapper Shyne. Y'all remember? Shyne used to be so damn fine with that baseball cap. Oh my God, the fitted cap, baby. Listen, woo, y'all know he's like a prime minister now, but he still look good, child, in a suit. But the thug side of him, I was feeling with the jersey and the nice fitted cap. Y'all remember? Do y'all know Shyne? Girl. All right, so let's get into him. Shyne breaks silence on the Diddy documentary on Netflix. By now, everyone's seen it, right? And says that he's not reopening old wounds. So I think some people were asking him, did he want to like come forward and maybe do like a documentary of his own to talk about the things that he experienced? Y'all know he was in that whole pow situation with Diddy and J-Lo, where that whole GUN situation was where it got planted on him when it was said that Diddy had it. Even the woman who was pow in the face said that she physically saw visually saw Diddy with the pow in her face and fired it. So but Shyne took the fall for that, and he was supposed to get several millions of dollars, but Diddy did not give it to him. He stiffed him like he do everybody else. And that pretty much ruined their friendship. Shyne spent a decade in prison. And he got out, and of course he went back to his homeland. But he turned into like this prime minister. He turned his life around. He's married. He's got kids. Let's get into what he had to say though on the Breakfast Club. So Shyne breaks his silence on the Diddy documentary and says he's not going to reopen wounds. We'll do our commentary on the back end. This is our last topic, so let's get into it.
That was rumored that they asked you to be part of the Diddy doc.
I saw Alex that directed the film. That's her name.
The Reckoning Diddy.
Yeah. I know it was Alex.
So did they reach out?
But, so Alex said she did reach out to me. She probably did, but I saw her. Congratulations to her. She was nominated for a Directors Guild Award. I didn't see the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that it's great, it's powerful, it's award-winning worthy. I heard I was in the documentary, even though I didn't speak, but obviously they told the truth about what I've been saying. So nothing that I'm saying is different than what I've said before. But I didn't watch it because I just, that's my trauma. So without getting into what he did to Cassie and what he did to all the other people that have accused him,
that was rumored that
I know what he did to me as far as sending me to prison.
I know when you dropped the Honorable Shyne documentary, Diddy's team had sent you that cease and desist trying to stop it, right?
They said that to Disney, they know better to send me foolishness like that. But I told my story. I didn't tell the Diddy story.
Yeah.
Respect to Alex and to 50, and in all fairness, I see a lot, but I didn't want to tell the Diddy story. So that's the beautiful thing about my documentary. The documentary, The Honorable Shyne, saw it twice.
So he does have a documentary. I gotta go look it up now. The Honorable Shyne something. Let's see.
So that's why I said, so if I only saw my own documentary twice, I'm definitely not watching the Diddy documentary to traumatize myself. There's nothing I could gain from that. Everything that anybody could say, I know to be a fact, right? Even if it's not a fact, I know the potential. And the same way nobody wanted to believe me, I'm not going to be that person and disbelieve those victims. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry because he did it to me. So I'm not hating. I don't want him to be in the position he's in, but I know what he's capable of. I think when I was in Atlanta, I did an interview with my guy Tigger, and I said, and I'll repeat it, I pray that Diddy rehabilitates, that he reforms. Maybe he should be glad that, but I didn't want to tell. God sat him down because maybe he was on the verge of ODing on those drugs and whatever else it is that he's doing. So maybe this is a blessing for him that he didn't get that RICO.
Tune into The Breakfast Club now on Netflix.
That's good, right?
And
all right, so what do y'all think? So I looked it up. There is a documentary out with Shyne. It is on Hulu. And it came out in 2024. How did I miss that when I be on top of documentaries? It's called The Honorable Shyne, Shyne. Okay, it's how he spells his name. So it says The Honorable Shyne is a 2024 documentary streaming on Hulu that chronicles the dramatic life of Moses Shyne Barrow, which is his government name, from his rise as a Bad Boy Records rapper in 1999 club Pow Pow and conviction to the deportation, redemption, and career as a politician in Belize. That's where he is. He moved back to Belize. Directed by Marcus A. Clark, it explores themes of transformation and resilience. Now I want to watch it. Okay, so let's see. It came out November 18th of 2024 on Hulu. It's also available on Disney Plus if you guys want to watch it there. If y'all have that. I'm interested. So let's read what it's saying here because I want to make sure I get all of this information. He's so well spoken to. So the Shyne Breakfast Club interview gave listeners a rare, grounded look at why he chose not to participate in the recent documentary about Diddy. Sitting down with the Breakfast Club, Shyne made it clear that protecting his peace mattered more than revisiting old headlines. I'm pretty sure he saw a lot. He mentions Cassie, so it gives that he may have seen some abuse and things that Cassie may have gone through at the hands of Diddy as well. Now, he confirmed that the film's documentary, Alex, did reach out and invite him to be involved, said that he congratulated her on the project and its recognition. However, he said that he never watched the documentary and never felt the need to be a part of it. Shyne says that anything mentioned about him would not be new. So I guess he's heard it before. Shyne's Breakfast Club interview moments centered on one word: trauma. Said he explained that the situation tied to Diddy is deeply personal because he lived through it. While public conversations focus on allegations from Cassie and other accusers, Shyne pointed out that he knows firsthand what happened to him, including being sent to prison. Says because of that, revisiting the past offers no healing for him. He was direct, said that that's my trauma. Of course, y'all just heard him say that. says that instead of reopening wounds, Shyne said that he prefers to move forward. He framed his refusal to participate in self-preservation, not avoidance. For him, growth means not reliving pain for public consumption. I like that. I like that. Do not relive your pain for public consumption. I love that. I don't give a hot damn how many views it is. I ain't about to go and relive that moment just for you guys to say, oh yes. Sometimes people. All right, so the interview also addressed the alleged cease and desist letter sent when Shyne released his own documentary, The Honorable Shyne. It said that he brushed it off as foolishness. Now, according to him, his film told his story only. It was not about shaping anyone else's narrative. The distinction matters to him. It said that Shyne also spoke with empathy about the Diddy allegations. He acknowledged that the people once doubted his story. Because of that experience, he refuses to automatically dismiss others who claim they were harmed. I mean, shit, he was right there in the middle of it. He specifically mentioned feeling the pain of Cassie and other accusers. He says that knowing what he went through makes him more inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Still, he did not sound vindictive. I guess that's the positive side of him. He is a prime minister. So maybe, when you forgive a person, you don't allow that person to live rent free in your mind and in your spirit. To still be upset about it means that it still bothers you, right? So honestly, if you look at it, he kind of came out victorious in this thing. Like, he turned his life around and he moved back to his country, Belize, and he became this prime minister over in Belize, and he's married now. He has a family now. He's doing well for himself. He's going around doing his interviews. He has his own documentary out. So I wouldn't watch the documentary either with Diddy, because it is like reliving that trauma and all the things that he went through. They said Diddy was very, very harsh with his artists, and he owes a lot of his artists a lot of money, including Shyne. But he's willing to move forward and not allow that to bury him and put him back in that space again, to where he went through that depression. That had to be hard to sit 10 years in jail when you did not have a pow, but someone promised you millions of dollars and then they don't give it to you, and you spent all this time. Time is something you cannot get back, right? Time is something you can never get back. So if he was one of those hood type of niggas, if he would have got out of prison and would have went after Diddy for that money, that would have been something else, right? But hey, so it said that Diddy owed him, I think, $5 or $10 million, and he never gave it to him. So I would feel a way about that. Sitting 10 years, I would be thinking about all the shit I could have done in 10 years, right? I think about all the shit I could have did in 10 years while my ass is sitting in jail on account of somebody else when they ass should be there. But hey, thank God that he is out and he's doing well. But what do you guys think? Please sound off on all the topics that we discussed. Let me know what you guys think about the court documents that we looked at here. Shout out to Michelle ATLN again for reading those. Let me know what y'all think about Mama Joyce speaking now. She looked happy as hell that Kandi and Todd are finally getting divorced. She didn't want them to get married anyway. Remember, she said she could choke Phaedra for introducing Todd to Kandi and said that Kandi was making lemons out of lemonade when she met Todd. I was like, child. But also let me know what you guys think about the lawsuit, the $3 million lawsuit with Will and Jada and Brother Bilal. He's filing this lawsuit against them for emotional distress and all this other bullshit. Who else was? Oh, let me know what y'all think about Sweet Tea saying, hey, she don't think about the girls over there. She is thinking about herself and trying to get a baby over here, honey, for her husband. But sign off on all those topics. Thank you to my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and and Truth TV Podcast. Damn. Thank y'all so much for doing an awesome job of modding. Thank you to all of my content creators in the chat. Thank you to all of the Caramelians. Thank you to everybody that joined this live as well. Everyone in the bushes as well. Thank y'all for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Hype up this video as well. Subscribe to the channel. Let a friend know to come over to the Caramel Show. It's lit over here. We have great tea and commentary, great music. I try to upload new music so you guys can rock out over here on the show as well. Also check out Rail's World, which is our other channel. We're also uploading things over there as well. And also, please don't forget to check out our parody videos. It's the Grinch videos. For those of you that are new, I know we got some new subscribers. Check out our Grinch videos. Those are our parody videos. Very funny. If you just want something to crack up and laugh with, just to kind of pass the time through your day, you can check those out as well. Very funny stuff. That's all me. Okay. So thank you guys. Love you guys. Down until the next video. I will see you guys later. Okay. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.